Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches: Arizona Coyotes vs Vegas Golden Knights and Anaheim Ducks vs Los Angeles Kings, which are happening on Friday, April 30th, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. The Vegas Golden Knights have the best record in the West Division but are fighting off the Avalanche, who are hot on their tails. The Coyotes, meanwhile, are in a tight race with the Blues for that final playoff spot in the West Division, and it might take until the final game of the season to determine who gets that spot. The Golden Knights have won the last 10 games and have won 35 of their 48 games to give them the best record in the West Division and one of the best records in the NHL. The offense has been red hot as of late, scoring 5 goals in each of their last 3 victories and 3.4 goals per game. The top line of Alex Tuch, Mark Stone, and Max Pacioretty have combined for 60 goals this season, while William Karlsson and Jonathan Marchessault have combined for 27 goals on the back end of the unit. The Coyotes have lost 4 of the last 5 games, and with 21 wins on the season, they will need to turn the corner quickly if they have any hope of making the playoffs. The Coyotes' offense has struggled this season, scoring only 2.6 goals per game, while Phil Kessel, Clayton Keller, and Christian Dvorak have combined for 45 goals. The rest of the unit has struggled, with only 5 forwards with 10 goals or more. In addition to the offense struggling, the defense has been a top-heavy unit that has struggled on the back end, allowing 3.1 goals per game. The duo of Alex Goligoski and Jacob Chychrun have combined for 5.9 defensive point shares and 177 blocked shots, but the rest of the unit has played poorly, allowing offenses to constantly find open shots. In addition, while Darcy Kuemper has played well this season, allowing only 2.5 goals per game and saving over .900% of shots, the backups have struggled, with nobody allowing less than 2.8 goals per game or fewer. While Arizona is quickly seeing a chance at a playoff berth come to an end. This is about the worst opponent that the Coyotes could ask for, as they are 1-7 in the last 8 meetings between these teams and are 2-5 in the last 7 meetings in Arizona. Fleury is playing excellent while Arizona is struggling to score. You have to like a team that is on a roll like this. If they were facing Colorado, I would see there would be less of a chance of them winning this game. However, any other team in this division is simply not up to playing a red-hot team like the Golden Knights. Give Vegas their 11th win in a row. My first betting advice for that game is to pick the Vegas Golden Knights. Max Pacioretty scored 2 goals and added an assist as Vegas rolled over Colorado, 5-2. Mark Stone scored a goal and added 2 assists in the victory. Marc-Andre Fleury stopped 35 of 37 shots to help lead Vegas to their 10th straight win. Vegas is 3rd in the NHL in goals per game at 3.42 and is 1st in goals allowed per contest at 2.15. They are 8th in shooting percentage at 10.5%. The power play has struggled, 23rd in the NHL at 18.4%. But they are 1st in penalty killing at 86.5%. San Jose scored 3 goals in the first 14 minutes of the game on their way to a 4-2 victory over Arizona on Wednesday. Phil Kessel and Johan Larsson each scored a goal for the Coyotes. Darcy Kuemper stopped 27 of 30 shots in taking the loss. The defeat hurt Arizona, who are 3 points behind St. Louis for the 4th spot in the West Division standings. Arizona is 26th in scoring at 2.62 goals per game and is 22nd in goals allowed per contest at 3.16. They are 13th in shooting percentage at 9.7%. The special teams have been mediocre, 18th on the power play at 19.8% and 13th in penalty killing at 80.3%. Vegas is 5-0 in their last 5 road games and 14-3 in their last 17 games as a road favorite, while the over is 4-1 in their last 5 games overall. Arizona is 2-9 in their last 11 games overall and 1-10 in their last 11 games against a team with a winning percentage above .600, while the over is 7-2 in their last 9 games as a home underdog. The favorite is 7-1 in the last 8 meetings between these two teams. The Arizona Coyotes will try to bounce back from a 4-2 loss to the San Jose Sharks in their last game. Phil Kessel leads the Coyotes in scoring with 38 points, including a team-high 18 goals and 20 assists, while Jacob Chychrun has 36 points and Clayton Keller has 34 points, with both Chychrun and Keller posting 20 assists so far this season. Connor Garland has 32 points with a team-high 22 assists, while Nick Schmaltz and Christian Dvorak each have double-digit goal and assist tallies this season. As a team, Arizona is averaging 2.6 goals on 27.1 shots with a 19.8% success rate on the PP, while allowing 3.2 goals on 30.5 shots with an 80.3% success rate on the park this season. The Vegas Golden Knights will look to add on their 10-game winning streak after a 5-2 win over the Colorado Avalanche last time out. Mark Stone leads the Golden Knights in scoring with 56 points, including 19 goals and a team-high 37 assists, while Max Pacioretty has 50 points with a team-high 24 goals and 26 assists. Shea Theodore has 41 points with 34 assists, while Jonathan Marchessault, William Karlsson, Chandler Stevenson and Alex Tuch each have double-digit goal and assist tallies this season. As a team, Vegas is averaging 3.4 goals on 32.6 shots with an 18.2% success rate on the power play, while allowing 2.1 goals on 27.5 shots with an 86.1% success rate on the park this season. My second betting advice for that game is to pick under 5.5. Now I'm going to be talking about the Los Angeles Kings versus Anaheim Ducks match. The Los Angeles Kings will go on the road to take on the Anaheim Ducks in a West Division battle. The Kings have a record of 18-23-6. The Ducks have a record of 15-28-7. The Ducks and Kings have faced each other 6 times this season, with each team winning 3 games. The Kings have lost 3 out of their last 4 games. Their last game was a 3-2 loss against the Anaheim Ducks on Wednesday. Adrian Kemp and Gabriel Vilardi each scored a goal. Calvin Peterson stopped 19 out of 22 shots faced. Offense has been trending in the wrong direction recently for the Kings. They have scored 2 goals or less in 6 out of their last 9 games. The team ranks 22nd in goals per game and shots per game, and 20th in shooting percent and scoring efficiency ratio. Anze Kopitar leads the team with 46 points. He has at least 1 point in 6 out of his last 9 games. Drew Doughty is tied for 6th among defensemen in the league with 8 goals on the season. The Ducks snapped a 5-game losing streak by defeating the Los Angeles Kings 3-2 on Wednesday. Cam Fowler, Sam Carrick, and Sam Steele each scored a goal. John Gibson stopped 28 out of 30 shots faced. Offense is a major weakness for the Ducks this season. They have scored 2 goals or less in 7 of the last 10 games. The team ranks last in goals per game, shots per game, and scoring efficiency ratio, and 30th in shooting percent. Max Comtois leads the team with 28 points on the season. The Ducks have the worst defense in the NHL. Still, expect a competitive outing between 2 West Division strugglers, who have already split their last 24 meetings. Los Angeles is the only team, apart from the San Jose Sharks, that Anaheim has beaten this month, while the very last 2 wins of the Kings have both been against the Ducks. LA Mind does look much better ahead of the upcoming contest. The team has already banked 2 triumphs on its last 3 trips to Honda Center and has beaten the Ducks on 3 of the most recent 4 overall occasions. Anaheim, meanwhile, has been absolutely shocking when playing on its own ice, currently riding an 8-game domestic losing skid. My first betting advice for that game is to pick Los Angeles Kings. Now I'm going to be talking about the Los Angeles Kings versus Anaheim Ducks match. A 3rd defeat in the past 4 games, 1-3-0 was on the cards for the Los Angeles Kings, 18-23-6, who split the first 2 outings of their current 4-game set against the Anaheim Ducks, following up Monday's 4-1 home victory with a 3-2 setback at Staples Center on Wednesday. The Kings outshot the visitors 30-22, killed both of their penalties, and went 1 for 5 with a man advantage, but conceded 3 unanswered snipes throughout the last 2 periods after taking a 2-0 lead midway through the second frame. Gabriel Vilardi, 7 goals, 17 points this year, opened the scoring with a power play snipe at 4:50 of the middle period, while Adrian Kemp, 14 goals, 27 points, buried a shorty 6.5 minutes later. The Anaheim Ducks, 15-28-7, put an end to their 5-game losing streak, 0-5-0, but were still officially eliminated from the playoff contention after snatching a narrow 3-2 victory against the Los Angeles Kings at Staples Center on Wednesday. After the hosts tallied during power at the start of the second period and buried a shorty moments later to take a 2-0 lead, Sam Carrick, 2 goals, 5 points this year, and Sam Steele, 6 goals, 12 points scored in the same frame to tie the proceedings at 2-2 before Cam Fowler, 5 goals, 20 points, picked up the winner with 1:01 remaining in the final third. Los Angeles is 0-4 in their last 4 games against a team with a losing record and 2-6 in their last 8 games as a road favorite, while the under is 4-1 in their last 5 games overall. Anaheim is 16-37 in their last 53 games following a win and 15-36 in their last 51 games overall, while the under is 8-2 in their last 10 games overall. Los Angeles is 2-5 in the last 7 meetings between these two teams. The Anaheim Ducks will try to build on their win over the rival Kings in their last game. Max Comtois leads the Ducks in scoring with 28 points, including a team-high 13 goals and 15 assists, while Rickard Rakell has 26 points with a team-high 18 assists. Cam Fowler has 20 points with 15 assists, while Adam Henrique has 11 goals, and Troy Terry's got 17 points with 7 goals and 10 assists this season. As a team, Anaheim is averaging 2.2 goals on 26.6 shots with a 9.8% success rate on the power play, while allowing 3.2 goals on 30.9 shots with an 80% success rate on the park this season. The Los Angeles Kings will look to rebound from a 3-2 loss to the Ducks in their last matchup. Anze Kopitar leads the Kings in scoring with 46 points, including 11 goals and 35 assists, while Drew Doughty has 33 points with 25 assists this season. Dustin Brown has a team-high 17 goals as part of his 29 points this season, while Adrian Kemp, Alex Iafallo, and Andreas Athanasiou all have double-digit goals and assists this season. My second betting advice for that game is to pick under 5.5. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.